Hi, Mommy. Guess what? I have added a 7th show in Denver at the South Club on September 13th. So get those tickets right now. ChristinaPOnline.com. I'll see you soon, Denver.
Ready in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Where my mom's at? Where my mom's wearing thongs, hitting bongs at? Raising kids, cleaning shits, need a long nap. Where my mom's at?
Where My Mom's At podcast with Christina P.
What's up, my little mommies? This week I'll be going to Canada, in Toronto, then in Winnipeg. Check me out. And then, guess I added a show in Comedy Vox, downtown Denver, Colorado. I added a show, and guess what? They're like, do you want to do a late show Thursday? And I was like, no, bitch. I want to do an early show Saturday, 5 p.m. show. That's what's up. That's for the parents. And then I'm going to do one night in Las Vegas, the Summit Showroom at the Venetian, October 7th. And then Wise Guys, Salt Lake City, Poopta, October 13th and 14th, and then one night at the San Jose Improv, and then Comedy Club on State in Madison, Wisconsin, October 26th through 28th, ChristinaPOnline.com. Check it out, try it out. Buy my lipstick if you haven't already. It's absolutely the most perfect shade of red, because I've been wearing red lipstick, since I was 13, because I'm a whore, and I've decided that this is the most perfect shade, and it has the magnetic cap, so it won't get loose in your purse and destroy your belongings. Now, on to the most important business of the day. With me, Rob Iler. Hello, Rob Iler. Not today, pal. Not fucking today.
Thank you, Mommy. It's good to be here. Thanks, guys.
I love watching you horrify Jamie Lee. It's the best.
It's my favorite thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my favorite thing is she never knows. She never knows what's coming. So some days it's like nice, and then other days it's not. She never knows.
She's so innocent and sweet and like a genuinely good person. And then like you and I aren't, you know? It's kind of fun.
Yeah.
No, we're good people, but we're just like...
No, I think we're good people overall, but we have to work towards it. You know what I mean? It's like a lot of work. Where Jamie's like... work is hard for Jamie because like there's so many bad things going on in the world. You know what I mean?
Oh, right. Like she actually cares about... Yeah.
Like that's why life is hard. Where for us it's like, oh, I can't say that.
Because I'm too sensitive. If I start opening that door to like the world, forget it. I'm a crumpled heap.
Yeah.
I mean,
you can't get like every homeless person Jamie walks by is like a tear, you know?
Jesus.
I know. Where I'm like, you better stay back. You know?
The best moment my dad and I ever had together was in San Francisco in the late 90s when there was a homeless person asking for money. And my dad, he's like, can I have $1? And my dad just goes, please. Like just the, please, you fucking idiot, you dirtbag. Like the disdain.
Yeah.
It was... one of my favorite memories of my dad, just because you're like, who does that to a homeless person? Like, please, you scumbag.
Like you're ruining my day.
Yeah.
Have some decency.
You filthy animal. Anyway, I'm so happy you're here. You know, you and I, we text quite frequently our silly things in our lives, and you discovered that every now and then you find a spot of blood on your sheets.
Yeah, all the time. And then I can't find it on my body. Like I look on my body for there to be like a leaking area and there's nothing.
What do you... So, okay, and it alternates between like where you're finding it.
Yeah, and that the one I sent you the other day was this one that I found by my feet.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just a tiny, for those of you just listening, just a tiny little splotch. It's not a ton of blood. It's not like you didn't get your period in the sheets.
No. I find it on the pillow sometimes. I'm like, what is going on? One time I found like a bunch on the pillow. I'm like, where is this coming out of my mouth?
Well, if you've ever looked at your pillows without the cases, you know that you just ooze fluid all night.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
But I also think a lot of that is like sweat, right? Like,
oils, sweat, jizz, blood. Just your beds are fucking nasty.
Yeah. I remember, so I used to smoke weed in my room, and I didn't want my mom to know when I was like really young, or, you know, whatever, 13, 14. And so I would take the pillow that I slept on, and you take the case off, and then you blow. I would hit a bowl, and then I'd blow the smoke into my pillow under my blanket.
Sure.
And I walk in one day, I don't know, I'm probably like 16. It's one of those things like you open the front door, and you're like, yeah, life is, you know, probably fucking high. and I opened the door. My mom like never went in my room. I had a lock on my door because when I was younger, people would steal stuff from me, like
Cool.
like relatives. So
It's
I'd be
such
like,
a cool upbringing you've had.
Yeah,
It
so I
makes
was
sense
like-
you were a child actor. Yeah.
I was like, Mom, I deserve a lock on my door so people don't steal my video games and like my sneakers. And so I got a lock on my door, so I had a key. I'd leave. I'd fucking lock that shit every day. Even when it was like just me and my mom, I just got in like the habit of locking the door. And I guess I forgot to lock the door or whatever. She went in there. I opened the front door and I just see the pillow there with the black ring of where I blow the smoke.
Hilarious.
And I was like, oh no. I'm like, she knows that I've been smoking weed in my room for fucking years. I'm like, she probably found the weed. She probably found everything. And I see her and she goes, what, did you light your pillow on fire? I went, yep. And I was like, oh, thank God. Because I had nothing. Like, I had no thing to be like, oh, it's this or whatever. She's like, did you light your pillow on fire? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, what is wrong with you? Like, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, oh, I'm a weirdo.
just crazy.
Yeah, I'm a pyro. I was like, oh, thank God. And she didn't know that I was just smoking weed every day.
Well, that spot of blood, I've really been thinking about it because every now and then you send me a spot and I've sent you a spot.
Yeah, you sent me a big one. But you
Yeah.
were like, I think it's my kid.
It was my kid because there was a boo-boo somewhere that had leaked. Now, you don't have
Right.
any scabs. You're
No.
not picking anything on your body. Could it have come out of your nose? No.
I mean, that one was by my feet.
Jesus
Come out of my
Christ.
toes?
It's bizarre. Anyway, I saw this video and I thought maybe this could be why there's spots of blood. If you could show Rob this unique thing I found on Instagram.
I dissected around the abnormal area that you could see on the scan.
I know
thought,
this.
gosh, that feels funny. You couldn't see anything
Gosh.
more abnormal.
It feels
And
funny.
then
Normal.
I was able to really feel something separate. I took my tweezers,
Took my
or my
tweezers.
tumor holding forceps, and I pulled it out and I thought, gosh, what is that? It's moving. Take it out of my hands. And we put it in a path pot.
There
Thank
it
Oh, you
goodness.
son of a bitch.
And it's gone away to the scientists to find out what it was. So we immediately called the infectious diseases doctors and asked what should we do next. It was definitely not what we were expecting.
It's definitely-
Everyone was shocked. And the worm that we found was happily moving quite vigorously outside of the brain.
She could be in the next Harry Potter. She's a little actress, this doctor,
Yo,
huh?
that's what I was thinking. She's
Yeah,
so much
like,
fun.
I gotta sew this thing. You know, she's very expressive.
Yeah, the Australians generally are way more fun than any other people. But I agree, she's very peppy for a surgeon. But do you think that maybe you've got brain parasites that are just like eating and then
If I
the
do,
blood?
just take me now. I can't. If they're like, we gotta go in there and get them, I can't. I don't have it in me.
You fucking imagine they pull that out of your skull, dude.
That would be so fucking whack.
And she's like, the patient was having really crazy symptoms like chills or like, I've got a cold, like just random fever. Like, not, like how, what do you say to that? How do they even think to go into her brain?
Oh, I just can't get the image out of like, there was something moving around vigorously. But do you think it was like it never left the brain? Like, do you think it was always in the brain? Or do you think it was like just this worm in their body and that day it was on the brain?
Oh, I just got the chills. I just want to throw up. No, so I read about how that happened. So apparently it was from this an egg, a snake egg, of a type of snake that lives near this woman, and somehow they believe that she ingested the eggs of this snake. And so I guess I don't know how the fuck it gets from your digestive tract into your brain, but you can snort. I mean, I saw this thing of this kid jumping into a pool and some kind of disgusting parasite went up his nose and into his brain.
That I've seen, yeah. When they tell you not to go into like certain lakes and stuff
Yes.
because of the parasites. Yeah, that I get, but the fucking just lives near a snake.
Yeah.
Dude, that's rough.
So maybe
man.
you should go to the doctor and you know what I mean?
Well, I know when I was young, they would say don't swallow the watermelon seeds because the watermelon will grow in your belly.
Of course it will. And I tell my kids that too.
Yeah.
Of course it does. And gum never gets out of your system.
Well, now you should tell them, hey, don't go to sleep. You might swallow a snake egg and there'll be a worm in your brain. Scare the shit out of them.
I already do.
I got a gift for you.
You do?
Yeah, I brought a gift for you.
No way, Jose.
Yeah, mommy. I hope you don't have it already. You might have it already.
What is that? What is this?
Read the back. Read the top.
Add Zared at a TikTok remote control page.
So you could just get even worser.
I don't have to do this anymore.
Yeah, you don't have to touch the screen. You could just sit. You could just sit where you are with your phone here and just going like this. How cool is that? Come on. I'm trying to get you to grow into that
Wow,
chair.
yeah. Wow. This is devolution. This is it. This is amazing.
I thought you'd like it.
I can't. Well, look how filthy it is. My
There you
phone.
go.
It's from, I eat
That's how people get worms.
nachos
in their brains.
No
From
shit.
the screen.
How filthy do you
Yeah,
think this
eat
is?
nachos.
Yeah, I eat nachos and I scroll. This is lovely. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
You really get me.
Now you just got your ring on. Someone's
You
like,
really
wow, that's
see me.
fabulous.
This is so stupid. I wish it would notify me too, like when my favorite TikTokers post.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
good. Yeah, you're getting buzzed.
Listen, I have to have you watch this, chick. I know you're dating. How would you I want your feelings when you watch this video.
Yeah, I'll let you know them.
Let me know if some bitch did this to you.
To all of my ladies in the dating pool, let me show you how to redirect your way out of a low budget experience. Okay, this is a potential suitor. He has no number saved because period. Y'all already know how I roll. Good morning. It was great speaking with you last night. I woke up so refreshed. I would love to take you to coffee this week. Does Wednesday work? Okay, you cannot take me to coffee or tea on the first date. It's not equitable for me. I don't drink coffee. And my perfume costs too much, so don't play. All right, so I hail from corporate America. We're going to use the sandwich effect here. 6 years in the C-suite. We about to use this. Okay, boom. So I say, good morning. It was great speaking with you also. It's actually restaurant week coming up. Here's the link. Let me know which one you decide. I'm looking forward to it. So we're going to start off with something good, okay? It was great speaking with you also. I'm not even addressing the coffee, baby. We're going to redirect you in the middle, and I'm going to end with something great saying, I'm looking forward to seeing you. We're also putting the ball back in his court because he's a grown-ass man, okay? You need to make the decision. So he goes, I just looked over the options. Let's do Italian. Perfect. So he goes, Wednesday at 7 p.m. I'm like, works for me. I'm in Alexandria and I'm not far. If you could pick me up or send me an Uber, that would be awesome because why would you want me working on cobblestone? Why would you want me looking for parking? Sounds laborious to me. He goes, no problem. I'll send an Uber around 6:15. Baby is a new man. He is a new man. And I go, wonderful. Thank you. Ask for what you want. Be polite in your ass. Be a little bit difficult and always say please and thank you. There you go.
See, there's a reason why the brain worm scares me and this doesn't. Because I know this would never get in. This would never break my, this can't break my fucking shield. Because as soon as, I don't care how hot a girl is, I don't care how cool she is. If a girl told me, you want to send me an Uber for dinner, that would be the last text on our chain.
See, I
never another text.
And I get the same feeling of ickiness too. Like I actually like the redirect because real talk.
Yeah, the first part was cool.
Yeah, like fuck you. Coffee. First of all, I've always hated the coffee date idea. I never did them because I met Tom in my 20s. But like, you want me to get on makeup and then meet you in the middle of the day and then have coffee and my breath's gonna stink and I'm gonna have to take a shit and I'm gonna have to piss a bunch. Like, it's just not romantic.
Yeah.
If I'm going to dress up, put on nice perfume, let's go eat in a nice dark place. You take me out, you court me. And then, let's have a little wine, let's have a little romance, let's fuck, fine.
Yeah. See, I used to make the mistake when I was in New York and I was like getting healthy and then I was looking for girls who were healthy and I'd be like, oh, for our first date, like, let's go to this. There's a class called Rumble. It's my friend's thing. It's like a famous boxing thing in New York City. So I'd be like, oh, let's go do because she was healthy too. I'd be like, let's go do a Rumble class and then go get lunch. And then they would always be like, well, like find ways around it. And then I was like, oh yeah, because on the first date, they don't want to be like bright red and sweating and like stinky and whatever.
Yeah, like we want to just sit there and be cute and alluring.
But it's like, I already know what they look like. There's like 100 videos of them. I get it. I'm in, you know what I mean? This isn't like a blind date or whatever.
But I guess it's like, I don't want you to I want the illusion to last a bit longer that I'm like a feminine, pretty thing. And then you'll see me belch and be red and sweaty and stinky ass.
But see, I don't find like traditional beautiful stuff beautiful. Like when I see girls on like red carpets and like makeup and this, I'm like, ugh, I hate it. I like a girl who's like in sweatpants and a hoodie, like watching.
You're very rare.
A lot of guys like. I know Annie likes
guys
that shit.
Booth? Red carpet or sweatpants.
I'm into the sweatpants. Yeah, hoodie and sweatpants. That's fire.
Yeah. I think the hottest thing girls ever wore was when they went through that phase where they had the crop top hoodies. Remember
let's go, dude.
Oh my God, those Adidas hoodies with the crop top with the shorts. Oh my God.
Bring them back.
I'd be walking through Whole Foods for 30 minutes with nothing in my cart. Because there would just be a girl with a fucking Adidas crop top hoodie on and I would just be like, I'd be like a dog.
That's so interesting. What's funny? So I was looking at Parisian fashions on TikTok yesterday. I was obsessed with the French. And this girl was like, yeah, they usually wear like oversized jackets, kind of schlubby.
Yeah.
And then
shoulder
like,
out.
Yeah. And then just like schlubby pants and then dad Velcro white sneakers.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the Parisian woman. Everybody thinks they're dressing like Emily in Paris. No, my love. Like these are beautiful women,
But
skinny,
it goes
good
through
bodies.
phases. It goes through where like the baggy pants phase out into tight. Because what happens is like all the girls are wearing baggy pants and one girl comes in wearing a tight thing and every guy's like, holy shit. So then it alters to the fucking tight shit. And then like baggy's coming back now, I feel like.
I love baggy.
Probably in the last year or two or whatever. But like there was a time where it was like nobody wore anything baggy for years. Like LA, New York, it was like no baggy. Now it's like, but the problem is it takes a really hot chick to pull off like baggy pants.
That's what I'm saying. Like but that's why the Parisian women look smoking.
Right.
Because they're all teeny tiny, bitch. There's no fucking size 10. Do you know they don't even sell above a size 10 in a Parisian clothing place? You got to go to like the fatso stores.
Yeah, you're never like, oh, I can't tell, is she fat or not? It's like, no. She's not fucking fat.
Tiny.
Ever.
They're all gorgeous and anorexic and perfect.
Yeah.
So so the fashion stuff. Now she lost me at the Uber too.
Ugh, yeah, that's just.
But here's the deal, man, is that we're living in this is like the digital era of dating, which I never did. But I imagine you're like, yo, I don't fucking know you. Don't come to my house, bro. Like, you guys are just meeting on some app, right?
But she's also saying, she should just say, do you want to pick me up at 6:30? And then let him be like, what if I send you an Uber because I can't make it?
But then that feels
That's good.
insulting. If he's like, let me send it, but then I'm like, why don't you just come pick me up?
So you insult
dirtbag?
first? You're like, yo, why don't you
Yeah.
if a girl said, do you want to send me an Uber? No,
No,
blocked.
samesies. But I would too. I'd be like, ew.
Dead.
Ew.
That's terrible.
It's
Do you want to
terrible.
send me an Uber? No, that's
I don't like it
you
either.
get an Uber the next day.
When you go home, bitch.
If I pick a girl up and then we go out to eat and then whatever, then it's the next day. Of course, you said. And here's the deal: if it's a booty call, you Uber Black to your place, Uber X home.
Oh,
that's the
Dirty
move. It's
bitch.
always Uber X home. Yeah, you can't Uber X a girl to your place. You know what I mean? That's a scumbag. Because then she's like, oh, I'm in this seat is all stained and shit. It's like the pillow when you're sleeping. It's like the oils and everything. You're like, oh, this. In Austin, everyone's sweating. They're at the fucking creek and the sunscreen on the back seat, and she's, you want her to feel sexy. So you send the black car.
this is interesting.
Yeah,
because even this broad, like, she's like, send me an Uber. Okay. She's going to rank what level he sends now, too. So that's a whole, like, bitch, like, first of all, the expectations are a little high. Like, yes, he should court you properly, but I mean, just from the jump, like, black car service, it's just too much. I think she should take some of the burden and, like, I'll meet you there. I'll pay for my own Uber there. What if she doesn't like him?
You know what
I don't know.
The worst,
too much.
The biggest thing I struggle with in relationships is when we've been dating for 3 months or 4 months, and all of a sudden it's like, you're acting like you didn't exist before me. Like, you know what I mean? Which is like, we have to go to Sarah's birthday. And I'm like, oh, I don't want to go. Like, I'm not going to go. And then it's a big deal. And it's like, but before I was around, you would go by yourself. Like, it was no problem. Why can't you go by yourself now? So, like, I need to know. This is already being like, it's like, you existed before I came. How did you get to a restaurant
anywhere?
before this? Like, all of a sudden, I've been in your life for 30 minutes and you don't know how to get to a restaurant?
I know.
That scares the shit out of me.
It sets the tone, like a very big diva tone.
Yeah, and I'm a very
don't like that.
Self-sufficient. Like, I find that attractive. Where it's like, everything is like, I like that. I don't have to, like, by the way, months in, it's one thing even, but like, before I even meet you, it's like, hey, you gotta send me this. What about this? I want this. It's like, Jesus. But she's probably, I bet she's dating guys like under her, like standard wise.
Okay.
Because if she's dating guys like better than her and pulling that shit, I don't know if that works.
I don't think that works. Because the guys that I'm trying to think of, like, I hate to say that, like high value dudes or whatever that I'm friends with, or I hate the words, but you know what I mean.
You're talking to one. Go ahead, I get it.
But like, I just picture her asking Joe Rogan to do that. And he'd be like, fuck your mother. And he's not a cheap, like, you know what I mean? Like, these men are not cheap.
No, she's cheap.
Yeah, she's being gross.
Yeah,
It's like if you come out with gold digger vibes,
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
And
My
it's like, well,
husband
you
would be
can't
like,
do
"Fuck
anything
you."
for like. Why don't I pay for you to get your nails done and shit too before you?
I
Like,
know.
But that is you could tell she's
gross.
funny because she was like, my perfume is too expensive. That's funny.
Yeah. That's adorable.
That's a good line. Yeah.
I also wanted to show you this video. Just tell me your general. This is for all the moms out there. If you're struggling right now, you just need some affirmation. Girl, this one's for you.
You are a good mom. And I know that at times you think, oh, I'm not doing this or I'm not doing that. And I think the fact that you worry about being a good mom means that you are, in fact, a good mom. I know a lot of people are really proud of you. You're doing a great job. Keep it up. Have a great day.
Should I suck your dick now?
Well, this guy's like a caddy, like a golf caddy. Like this guy's brutal. You know what I hate? I actually really love that song that they're playing behind. That's like and now he's kind of ruined it for me. I'm gonna see this guy's face every time I hear that song.
Stupid.
To Build a Home, great fucking song,
I don't even
solid
know
song.
it.
This guy
Is it by Bauhaus? I don't know.
No, definitely not.
Is it goth?
This guy is just.
Yeah, it's.
And of course he's pale too. It's such a pale thing to do. You know what I mean? It's just pale vibes.
Ginger, like pale ginger.
Just pale. Like I'm pale as fuck, but like I just this is such a pale vibe of like, hey, you're a good like. And he's like leaving. So he's like, I got a couple of minutes. Like, what should I do? I should make a TikTok telling people you're. It's like, shut up.
Well,
dude.
and like, is he hoping to pull? Like, what's he trying to pull here? Is it single mom puss? Because this is just how he's getting laid. Like, first of all, how does he know I'm a good mom? I could be the worst mom on the planet. I'm like, oh, thank you, shitbag.
Right.
Like,
you're
you
like
don't
punching
even
your kid in
know.
the face. Like,
Yeah.
Peter 305 said I'm a good mom.
Yeah.
This guy doesn't know shit.
He doesn't know anything about it. So it's just like, just throwing it out there. It's just his way of getting laid.
Yeah, it's like telling the world you're a good person.
Yeah.
Like you can't tell 7 billion people. You know what I mean?
Good,
like Osama fucking his wife, Osama bin Laden is fucking watching that TikTok somewhere.
He's like, thank you.
He's showing that to his wife. Yeah, you're a good mom.
You're a good mom.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is such a gross gross way to get laid.
Yeah, you can't put that stuff out to the world where it's like everyone's good.
No, because that's not true.
Yeah.
Most people are not. I don't know. What do you think?
And you don't want to let them know. You don't want to make them think that they're like, I don't like it. But if that's if that's what's getting them laid, I guess what else are you gonna? If he's got nothing else. Imagine like his friends, like they just meet up and they're like, yo, this mom push is crazy, bro. Like watch this TikTok. So you're a good mom. And as soon as he puts his phone down, just like bzzz, just like mom puss getting thrown at him.
Well, I would say that getting laid by moms probably is the best in terms of like if you just want a casual, quick hookup and then get out. You know what I'm saying? Like she's like,
yeah, but not if you got to deal with the kids.
No. She gets away from her kids, comes to your place, bangs you, and then she's back to being a mom again. Like
I'd send that an Uber. That sounds like a dream. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe you should start going for single moms.
Yeah, but then it comes with like you fuck with mom's emotions and then because it always starts off with that whole thing of like, yeah, it'll just be casual and fun, and all of a sudden 3 weeks in, it's like, well, I'm feeling this. It's like,
oh, the feelings.
Yeah, we have to talk about feelings now. It's so fucking brutal. I just wanna, chill. But I'm also like, I'm really not into now these days just like casual banging and like be out. It doesn't make me feel good. Like I feel kind of.
I know. I've always watched these swinger TikToks. Like I'm obsessed with swingers. They all talk with their hands. It's so annoying. But
You watching Italian swingers?
They're like these boring white cracker fucking ginger whites, and they're like, with swinging, you got to really be careful about who you. And you're just like, shut the fuck up. But I was thinking about it, and I'm like, is the fantasy of like nudie is always like, yeah, and then the reality is always fucking gross. Not that I've done that, I have not. But like, do you know what I mean? Like, I'm just remembering what it was like in college or whatever.
Because you're getting D in like Buffalo when you're on the road, you know what I mean?
Sure.
Like, hey, here for one night, you're sending out TikToks. You're a good dad.
Don't. People were, I don't know what I said on a previous podcast, but I was getting emails from dudes like, I could hook up with you on the down low. I've got a wife. And I'm like, no, I don't want this.
Yeah.
No,
hey,
no,
my
no.
queen above 18.
Yeah,
you could
yeah,
get that guy.
I'm sure I
in his
can.
truck, in that like area above where
So
he
hot.
sits.
His bed.
That shit would be
truck bed.
his bed. Yeah. So there's a guy. So that's a
Super hot.
YouTube and like video thing, right? People use their hands because they want to keep you like we're all so
Yeah.
retarded that it's like oh yeah, your hand, like you know what I mean? It's like yeah, it's like when you're looking at a fly, like they do that shit. There's this one guy who I hate so much. He does slot machine videos. and it's like he doesn't know how to relate to humans. So like he holds the phone here and someone's on the slot, and then when they hit or whatever, he's like, look, and he like does this thing like he's holding a tray of food, but like pointing at it, and he doesn't. And sometimes like somebody will hit for like $10,000 and start crying, and he's like, why are you crying? And like doing this thing, and I'm like, this guy is a mental case. Like that to me is just crazy. Like if you're like, this person killed someone, I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. This guy I think is insane.
Yeah.
Like somebody's like, I've never won this much money. He's like, tell me. He's like, yeah, it's a lot of money, right? Like with this hand thing. I'm like, I can't, and I watch it just for that. I'm like, this blows my mind. I've never seen another human like react this way to emotion.
The affects are so weird on TikTok, and I do see them. Oh, let me show you these girls.
People are becoming NPCs.
You have Ginger. I want you to see this Ginger Polly lady. You'll see what I'm talking about.
What happens if my husband leaves me for a younger woman? I get
Here's
this
the
question
hand
all
motion.
the time. I was raised in a society where I saw it. I saw older, successful, good-looking men leave their wives for women 20 years their junior.
What happens.
And do I every once in a while think that might happen to me?
Course,
I'm not gonna lie, it's been crossing my mind. And the reason that it's been crossing my mind has more to do with society and the comments that I get here than anything that I'm actually feeling. Because here's the thing, my husband would be insane to leave me. Absolutely insane.
Not if
and
he's
I know that he
20-year-olds.
definitely knows it too. Non-monogamy doesn't protect against this. Plenty of monogamous married men leave their wives for younger women. And it could absolutely happen to anyone. Like I'm not
Take your
protected
glasses
against
off.
that either. I think that there's a level of trust that comes in. Like I trust my husband to not be insane. I trust in us. I trust in our relationship. My husband is my favorite person to spend time with, and I'm pretty sure that's the same for him.
No,
we just
it's
spent the
not.
night in the hotel right behind me actually. And after over 13 years together, almost 10 years married, we still got it. So maybe there's no real tangible way to prevent a husband from leaving his wife for a younger woman, except for enjoying the moments that are really special and making them even more special, because the more of those there are in a relationship, I think the higher likelihood that
She had glasses
we'll stay
on,
together.
glasses off.
Like I said in the beginning, my husband would be absolutely insane to leave me. He just would. Do you guys want to see the hotel?
No.
It's absolutely stunning.
Okay. She's fucking.
Your algorithm is very pale centric.
I know.
You got a lot of pales on here. This is like part of the reason why I actually don't really date a lot, because if I went on a date and the first 10 minutes this is what the person was like, this is what normally happens in my dating life is I don't date for like a month or two, and then I go on a date, and if it's bad, I'm out for another 2 months. Like I'm like, I can't, like even right now I'm uncomfortable. If this is actually sitting across the table from me, I can't do it. The same way that you're like, I can't act normal. Like to act nice for somebody like this for like 2 hours. And that's why guys say coffee or tea.
Because it's quick.
Because you finish the fucking tea and you're out. Like, you know what I mean? You got fucking 10 minutes with this person. You go do Italian.
That's true. Then you have
during
to listen
restaurant
to this
week?
fucking blah, blah, blah,
Sometimes
blah,
that's like a fucking 8-course meal.
Oh, no, you're right.
And also she's like, we still got it. It's like, yeah, you know what you do when you bang somebody and you realize you still got it? You go right outside and talk about them leaving you. You fucking trash bag. Ugh. This is just the worst. This is like why I don't. This makes me so uncomfortable.
Bag. Yeah,
it's just so terrible. Like, yeah, he would be crazy for leaving me, right? Like, yeah, he would never leave me. But what if he did? And it's like, didn't you just get banged? Like, and this is how crazy she is post bang.
I know.
Oof.
She's a settle the fuck down, dude.
Imagine her in the morning after a coffee. Jesus.
No, it's unbearable. There's a lot of rationalization happening too, a lot of justifying like the lifestyle and this and that. Like just yeah.
She's got a little Eileen Warnos vibe.
Oh yeah,
going on too, right?
Monster.
Just, yeah, like where
fucking
she just
fucking
those,
bitch.
Yeah, those eyes, like
Yeah.
the you know, she's
She's
I
fucking
don't
out of
know.
her mind.
He's probably dead up there in the room. There's probably blood on those sheets. He's fucking that dude is dead upstairs.
For sure. Yeah, I don't know. I think some people like to complicate their lives unnecessarily. This is definitely one of those people. Like she likes the drama, the push-pull of that.
You know what the
dynamic.
crazy thing would be?
I
Imagine if
can't
she's
do it.
totally normal around her husband and her husband doesn't know she does these TikToks, and one day he is looking through his phone and he's like, wait, what? Like, we just banged, like I'm in the shower, she's downstairs being like, what if you left me and I did? And you're like, this bitch is crazy.
Oh yeah, of course, they're all crazy. Well, she did do a talk. She did 2 talks about him banging this 20-year-old. And she's like, my husband noticed that. Wait, hold on, let me do it.
yeah. Actually, you need those.
My husband noticed that I had made 2 TikToks about him banging the 20-year-old. And then he was like, oh my God, is she worried about me leaving her? And it's like, yeah, like shut the fuck up.
It would be great if she had a purse just full of props, like the hat with the spinny propeller on it. She just kept coming out with things. That's what she should do. She should make fun instead of seeing what people are doing on TikTok and doing it. You should make fun of it. Like, you're coming out with the fucking propeller hat and you poke your eye, you poke yourself in the eyes, blood.
Ay vey. All right. Yeah. Anyway, I just thought there's so much to go over with you. Will you come back and just do the next episode with me?
Let's do it.
Let's fucking do it. Yeah. All right. I love you. This is always fun. You're so easy to talk to. You're my dysfunctional brother from another mother.
100%.
I know. I love you. All right, guys. Yeah. Until next time, stay cool, moms. Let's chat again soon. Okay. I love you. Bye. Hi, Mommy. Thank you for watching that episode. Did you like what you see? I hope you did. So why don't you subscribe? Just click the subscribe button and, hit the notification bell so you can get notified. And also, why don't you watch another video? Watch one of these. You know what I'm saying? Like right here, down there, whatever. There's so much stuff, bro. I make these all the time for you to watch. That's why I'm here. I love you.